So I've been fighting with this son of a bitch for maybe 3 hours. I think I might have started at like 3 and it's like almost 6 o'clock. And this head is on here so friggin' tight. I was about ready to give up and part the bitch out. But after going at it on the pry points with this huge fucking bastard, there's really this is kind of interesting. There's really about 2 points that you can pry on it. There's that one, and there's that one. I don't think those are the actual pry points. I think that this little thing right here is actually the pry point, because it's got more aluminum behind it. But I can't get anything in right there. I might be able to do it now, but after struggling with it forever, and obviously I broke off this part of the fin, I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm just gonna glue it back on or just send it. Maybe I'll just grind it off and round it so it doesn't look so shitty. But now I finally have like a millimeter, and I got it a millimeter off on that side too. But this has been the struggle where I'm sweating my ass off, and it's freezing outside, and I had to take my fucking jacket off because it's so fucking hot in here. But we're gonna see. Maybe I can use that pry point now. I kind of doubt it. It's just not. Well, maybe I can try. But doing this. Oh, yeah, that pry point is no fucking good. Yeah, you gotta get it in there underneath one of the others. This. Still going. I'm struggling because I'm pushing down on it so hard. I can also get at the outer pry point from here onto the stand here. Oh, hit the camera. I think a lot of it was that this bolt had so much rust around it, and I've been soaking the shit out of it with penetrating oil, and twisting it, trying to loosen it up, all kinds of shit. There's just nothing that's gonna loosen that up anymore. Oh. I gotta be careful because now it's gonna go up underneath and I'll scratch the surface. I don't really know if I want to make this video that fucking long. This is how I broke that, by the way. Yeah, that didn't work out so good. But at this point, it still doesn't do anything. I'm gonna turn off the camera and see if I can go at it further. I swear to God, I better be able to get it now. I'm kind of pointing out something here that I noticed. Is that in there, I thought this was just crud. But now that I'm looking at it, right in there, there's like a ring that was a round bolt, like plasticky rubber crud stuff. And you know what? At this point, that could be what the head is really getting hung up on. Just some junk in there. And this is a terrible thing to have to try to video. Really hard to get. But I'm getting chunks like this. That's like, it's brittle. Feels like plastic. Like they tried to protect the bolt with something, but Obviously it's in the fucking way now. It's not around these ones, and it's not around the outer ones, but it was just around that one and that one, which ironically are the shittiest bolts, which is really frustrating to me. There's still some of it right there, and it's coming out. And Andy said, you gotta clean these things out, there's, the bolts are open in the air, and shit just flies in here for, cooling and everything. But damn, that sucks. That shit was totally in my way. I think I already got all the ones out of there. But this one here, I thought it was clear. Okay. Whew. I don't know if it moves any better now. When I put the... Ouch. I need a bigger garage. Where's this thing here? Now, I try to... Almost 2 whole millimeters. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. I'll get back at it. Son of a bitch. Yep. Fucked up another fin. I am awesome. It's only superficial. But as I'm going along, I now have about 4 millimeters, maybe. And it turns out, I believe what it was really sticking on was right here, there's some dowels, about the same as the dowels that were here. Those dowels were completely covered in rust, and I could hear them when I was going at it. But through a combination of, you could get it in here and it was a little bit safer, because you had more room pulling on it, banging up on the front of the cam. I'm not like reefing on it, I'm just pulling it forward. But right here, that's where the noise is, Probably not supposed to shove this in here. Doesn't make a difference anyway, because that fucking thing is just... Oh. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I can't give up now. I'm going to turn this off for a minute while I continue the struggle. So it's come to this. I've already fucked up one of the rings on the pistons because I got the head off enough so that the bottom, I guess I should have had the pistons in the middle so that none of them were popping out before any of the others. But this one right here I saw it got broken off, so it went in there somewhere and I'm doing the tear down anyway. God damn it. So I'm gonna roast the bolt down there and try. Watch, I'm gonna set the fucking motor on fire doing this shit. Yep. 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 Oh, come on. Well, I can probably pull the piston out. The one that was in there. So what's it hung up on? What's it hung up on, huh? Huh? What's it hung up on? It's hung up on, I think. I think it's this one. Son of a bitch. Make room for one more problem. God damn it. Yeah, it's probably this one. See how much shit's on it? Yep. You bastard. Shine a little light on me. Yeah. Probably that crap right there. What? I think I can get it from here. Oh my god. So all it really took was just a little rapid tap, and it came off after I got to that last point. And I grabbed the part of the ring that I knew was still there, and yeah, it snapped off. It's probably in the case somewhere. That's terrible. But I'm going to be splitting the case anyway to do the starter clutch fix and maybe the second gear fix, because while I got the head off, it's the best time for me to lift the motor out, and I think I can do that. It probably just took off at least 30 pounds maybe from it. That fucking thing weighs like 25 pounds, and that thing right there probably weighs at least 10 or 15. I don't see the chunk of the ring there. It probably just fell right to the bottom of the oil pan, which is going to be like the first thing I take off. I'll be able to find it in there. There's not too much going on. But I'm put a few marks on the pistons. I'll just sand it down, and yeah, now I gotta look into ring sizes. I gotta check the gap on that and see if, that's what it's supposed to be. I guess you're supposed to take the ring off and put it inside the cylinder and test that. But yeah, this is a fucking mess. I guess there's a little ring right here to take off the pistons that holds in the slide, or whatever you call that, the rod. And I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna maybe take a few of these out. I kind of want to take all of them out because they're so fucked. I just want to make sure that when this thing sits upside down, it doesn't fuck this up. I'll probably have to take off the oil sensor so I don't jack it up. If I do lay it down on that side, that right there still sticks up, because usually people set them down on this, and then those right there are enough to hold it. But dually, I don't want to fuck these up and bend them. The cam chain guide just comes out with those 4 bolts. Yeah, so getting in a little deeper. This is sick. So much work ahead of me. Starting to wonder if it's worth it. If I get the damn thing running, it'll be worth it. Yeah, kicking in no time. Okay, in the background they're talking about how the president fucked things up again. That's NPR. But I have the heads off, starter motor out. Probably should have put the cover onto that to protect it, but I just painted it and I'm more likely to get it scratched. But I'm taking the motor out this way. I'm pretty sure you can go either way, but this is the way I feel most comfortable doing it. It's the way I've always taken out my motors. I think it's as light as I can get it. I removed, there's the big bolt that goes through there, the 2 bolts that go into there, and there's 2 bolts on the other side that go down, that go through there underneath. And right now, this puppy is loose, and it's just on the one jack. I believe it is completely free. I don't think there's anything else that's holding it on there at the moment. You know, all the cables are free, all the electrical is free. I don't think there's anything else connected to it. And I heard from my buddy that, you know, you can get it off with a piece of steel, but I'm pretty strong, and I think I can lift it up and then hopefully either slide it over or lift it over on this here ATV jack. I just got this to prevent the bottom from falling in between the cracks too much and maybe scratching it too much. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm never very happy when I have to do this. It's always extremely nerve-wracking. And hopefully this friggin' camera won't get in the way. Because it's just right there. Oh boy. Oh god. Let's see if it's really broken. And guess what? It doesn't look up straight. Because I've got it mostly on the front. But let's see, maybe I can slide it forward a little bit. Maybe I don't need to. This freaking thing is kind of in the way a little bit from wanting it to slide out. I hope that doesn't become an issue. It would only give me like an extra half an inch if I moved it. Yeah. There's the drive shaft. Put that one, that's the best I can do. Yeah. This is gonna have to lift up quite a bit. Oh god. I don't know how this is gonna work out. They've done that immediately on day one. On day one of the shutdown, I believe we could have reached a reasonable compromise. In fact, one was discussed and rumored that would be presented, and we were receptive to that, but it was withdrawn. I was told by friends of mine that have friends across the aisle that spoke to me confidentially and told me that the Democrats wanted a shutdown, that they felt that they could message it better.
I'm sure Democrats would dispute that. Well, what do you say to federal employees in Louisiana who are not getting paid for missing their break this week?
Alright, it's away. How far over I can move it. And it's hung up right there. Right. I myself, sir, I'm a man of humble means. I come from a very humble background. And yeah, that damn thing. I know what it is to have my lights turned off, and I'm a regular American. But I would give my last life's blood in defense of my country and in support of my country. And we have a serious situation on our southern border. All right. America must recognize that.
Republican Congressman Clay Higgins of Louisiana, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. I think I just hit my limit on how far I can move it over.
NPR Pentagon correspondent Tom Bowman has been talking to military leaders about the role of American troops who are still on the U.S.-Mexico border after the deployment before the holidays.
What's it hung up on?
That the White House might be unilaterally
Let's take a peek.
congressional approval. That
it is.
Military. That did not come up tonight. But what are you hearing from the military leaders you're talking to, Tom?
Well, what the military leaders say is that the Department of Homeland Security has requested assistance from the Pentagon to build 2 miles of fencing or shoring up fencing,
right there.
Fencing in California, Arizona, and maybe parts of Texas.
I have to ask you what fencing means because we're talking about walls and barriers.
Well, no, we're talking mostly razor wire fences or shoring up fences. This is not a wall, but it's fencing.
And where does the money for that come from?
It's going to come from the Pentagon. And here's the other thing, Ari. There are 2,300 active duty troops on the border now. Their deployment is scheduled to end at the end of January.
About as far over as a guy can get.
I'm told it could be thousands more troops heading there. You could extend the deployment of the current troops.
I really wish there was two of me.
Now, the Pentagon is
Let's see how this thing feels.
We could hear something
What's it
about them
feel
coming
like?
in.
And if there were to be a state of emergency declared, would the military go along
feel too
and execute this without congressional participation? It would be a pretty extraordinary situation.
Too bad.
It would be extraordinary, but as military leaders have said repeatedly, if the president orders us to do
Definitely
something, orders
gonna
us
be
to
working on
support
switch.
Homeland Security, we will do that. It's not an illegal order. We'll salute and carry out.
NPR's Tom Bowman, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
I want to bring in NPR Scott Detrow, who has been here listening to these speeches. And President Trump says he's going to invite congressional leaders to meet with him, and he says this could be ended with one 45-minute meeting. Reality check.
Reality check is there have been several meetings that have lasted less than 45 minutes, more than 45 minutes, and they've all ended with the same two different stances that we heard in these speeches tonight. President Trump saying, I'm not going to sign anything that does not include the $5.7 billion I'm demanding. Democrats saying we are happy to talk about other border security, but you're not going to get a wall and we are not going to fund a wall. And it's hard to see how anything changes in tomorrow's meeting. President Trump is also going to go up to Capitol Hill tomorrow to talk to Senate Republicans as part of a renewed, more aggressive push that we've seen from the White House in recent days after really not doing too much the first few weeks of this shutdown.
So how does this shutdown end? If there's no real substantive talks right now between the two sides, each side is saying, you could end the shutdown tomorrow if you just agreed with me. We're already at one of the longest government shutdowns in American history. What's the end?
We have seen Democrats increase pressure on Capitol Hill, trying to make Republicans, particularly Republicans who might be more vulnerable in the next election, feel a little bit more nervous about this. In the House of Representatives last week, Democrats in one of the first votes already passed
That's a little crooked.
reopen the federal government,
All right.
all the departments, and
Woo!
include a short-term funding measure for the Department of Homeland Security without the wall funding.
That wasn't so bad.
Have a narrow focus on
Let's
what
get the
to do
heads
about
off and
Homeland Security
all the really
and
heavy
rest of the
shit.
federal government.
That wasn't too
Majority
heavy.
Leader Mitch McConnell in the Senate has not
Wow.
taken those bills up, but you saw
All
tonight
right.
Democrats start to use their leverage.
Sucks I have to build it.
Against it. They didn't say
Like,
nothing to do
on the bike again.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of work that I still need to do on the frame and everything, I guess, while it's out. So there's flipping that bastard upside down. I couldn't get these out. I torched them. I used fucking penetrating oil, candle wax, everything I could with my double nut method and vice grips, and they're not fucking going anywhere. I was very fortunate to get the one out that I needed to lift the head off, and I'm pretty happy about that. So I looked at the time. It took me about 8 minutes to get the motor out. Not too bad, if you don't count the 10 or 15 hours it took me to tear everything off to get out. Alright, so until next time, which will be that bastard upside down, this thing moved out of the way, and I don't think, maybe I'll be able to pick it up and put it upside down over there, and I don't think that can hold it. This is my homemade garage, not the most strong benches. Moving on. So I'm gonna try to get this Torx bit off of the off of this thing, but I'm nervous that it's just gonna fucking shear off because it's probably been in there for 40 years. And I'm just gonna warm it up a little bit. Got a Torx today. Torx socket. It's an E socket. It's an E6, and it feels like it fits just right. And it's really hard to see, I know. I don't know if you can tell what's going on in there, but you know, it's definitely more star-shaped than a hex head. It's a regular socket is. So I think it's gonna get in between the threads of it, because if I tried the regular socket, I think it just would have stripped the star. And yeah, I took the timing wheel off from it, because if I take this off, the timing wheel would have been in the way, and I took off the circlip, but I think the circlip just holds on the weight, the weights behind it, the springs and the weight, but that won't come off until I get the advancing unit off.
She was my first cousin. She had this kind of...
Alright, so according to the instructions, you're supposed to do this and prepare it for a drift punch. Oh, and of course my thing here. That should have gotten it started relatively centered.
And its commitment to sharing ideas and encouraging meaningful...
So I'm a good 1/8 of an inch in. So I doubt that's enough. Gotta go deeper. So I'm going to try to give a good view in there. That's how far I drilled in. About 1/4 of an inch. It seems really friggin' soft. Like, I guess the end of this here must be like brass or some shit. Looks like it's galvanized, but it's soft enough for you to drill into it, obviously. Which means it'll also break fast as fuck if I'm trying to drift punch it. And then fucking jam shit in there. So I got two options. I can go with a torque bit that's slightly bigger than the hole, or I can use, I have this here, which is about the same as you know, a square punch. I got started a while ago. Figure I'll give it a shot. Just want to make sure I got something to turn this right. Alright, so I got this prepared. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll find out. I just want to have it on there before I try to jam it in. Well, that just bounced right out. I don't know if it's anything good. Appears like it's just bouncing.
She has helped me. What are you
I want to
talking
get the
about?
light on here
You've been
better.
coming here for 3 years, Tony. You still pass out on a regular basis. I understand your frustration. Did Anthony
see if it
share with
turns.
you any of our insights about his last panic attack?
I
Nope.
told you, remember?
Nope. Didn't fucking work at all.
My mother
Didn't go on far enough.
Right, yes.
Yeah, that's my #1 problem. This thing here is just not holding it good enough.
Present family dynamic that could serve as a trigger? Something in your dialoguing?
I think.
Excuse me? I don't really know you that well. We're trying to get
Nah,
to root
it's
causes.
just
Like maybe you
Nah,
would think,
I rounded it too much, I guess.
on me?
I wonder how this works.
What? People affect each other in life.
This
Oh,
guy's
well, I get it. Is this how it works? You can't get any answers out of him, so you start looking for someone else to point the finger at?
He's not saying anything. Why are you so offensive?
You know what, cousin? Maybe you should explore your own behavior. Maybe you passed out the place of guilt over something. Maybe the fact that this kid got any bit of help could have got us turned out of the root cause.
Very nice. That's very nice. I told you months ago I broke the Russian poetry, right?
It's incredible. There's some people who smoke their
7
whole
or
lives and
8
they
or
sue the
something.
cigarette companies when they get cancer.
Oh, I think I have a quarter inch.
Forget it. This is
Nope.
ridiculous.
Nope. That's not what I used before. What do I use on it?
Anger. Then you pass out and you blame the rest of
Give me a second.
me.
Alright.
Because there wasn't really a
I
lot
don't
of
think I can
information.
get it in there any further, but I got a
So, you know, a lot of it felt
6.5 millimeter.
real.
Should probably be a quarter
And,
inch, but
to sort of
try
jump back
this.
to our real people
what happens?
at the end of a scene would have felt less
Oh, look at that.
satisfying.
Aha!
Pretty much
You bastard. You know, I think it was more of me hammering the fuck out of it that got it to come loose than anything. Oh yeah, I love success. This is fucking crap though. Oh, it's fucking jammed in there. Look at that. That's fucking bullshit, man. Jesus, I gotta figure out how to fucking get it out of there. Ah. I'll figure it out. Give me a minute. I guess I'll just get in there a little bit closer this time so you can see what I'm doing with the punch. Trying to get it in there exactly in the middle. Ah. There we go. That's a good start. I'll definitely go in there. These little things are nice. If they ever break, this right here is a reverse thread. So you turn it to as if you wanted to tighten it, if you wanted to get it off. And usually there's like a little thing down in the end that just comes off kilter from that, and that's why it's not working. So just because it's cheap and from China doesn't mean you can't fix it and make it work right. So grease this puppy up again. Go for take 2. There's only 2 bolts to hold it on. Oh no, I broke it after all. Ah. I didn't see that coming. Kidding. Hopefully I can get it out. Thank God. I can get it out. That's good. Okay, well, I guess I drilled it deep enough. Oh God. Jeez. I feel like I make myself look like an idiot on these videos sometimes. Like, yeah, the guy's laughing his ass off because he fucking broke the bit. course, it's still freaking crooked as fuck. Whatever.
President Trump is defending his visit to the U.S.-Mexico border and a partial shutdown in place.
But this time, I also got it. Whew. That is a pain in the dick. Like, yeah, my knees hurt because I'm kneeling on them. That's my own fault. And it was a pain in the ass to get that out last time. I had to fucking get it in vice grips and reef on it. Ugh. Jesus.
During a visit to the Mexican border yesterday, Trump was
Trump's crazy, dude. So, oh, look at that. Just slides right off. Huh? These hoses. Really in there. WD'd it the other day. What's going with it? Why? Oh shit. I forgot that this here had to be turned because the reluctor fits through a little slot in it. It does, yes it does, doesn't it? I think it told me that I had to turn it a certain direction. And I'm supposed to take this off. So, that's that. Yeah. Some shit behind there. A little bit of rust. No. And pull this hose out of here. Oh, well, that came off easier than I thought too. I'm surprised at every turn here with this when things come apart easily. Amazing. Amazing. So, I just don't know how. Ooh. Jesus. That's weird. I guess I should probably take that apart and clean it. And apparently, it only goes in there one way. Where that little dowel is. I don't know if that comes out either. Probably does, because if it doesn't, then I'll just accidentally lose it. Oh, Jesus. Nope. Alright. At least I don't have to worry about that falling out. So that's kind of interesting. I heard that they changed the weight on these things. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Seems to work good. Really, really interesting. So this only goes on one way. This can only go on one way, no matter where it is. And this can only have the timing plate on there one way. I think they said it was like 30 or 36 degrees or something like that. Kind of interesting. Alright. It's a little rusty. I'll clean it. And that right there is a little rusty too. I could brush that out. But this is why I had to take this off. Because if I split the case, that's where that's going to be. Yeah, great. Moving on. Just a heads up, I did have to use the number 3 Phillips to remove this thing, because it says to take this off. And I also marked where it was on there, because it's slightly before center. I'm assuming I'm just going to want to keep my timing exactly the same. I don't know exactly how critical that is or how you have to change it, but supposedly you don't have to adjust the timing on this thing. But I'm guessing if this was off, you know, then that would make your timing look weird. Just so you know, number 3, bang it in, don't strip it. So another part of opening up the case, splitting the case, is removing the middle gear which apparently is pretty damn easy. All it says in there is to remove 7 Allens. Apparently there's one right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I haven't taken this off, which I'm not too worried about. I can get it off one of these days. I kind of want to take it off just to clean it. But, you know, it's, I don't know how I'm gonna hold it and bust off that nut. Alright. So, give myself one attachment here. Let's see if I can actually get in there.
Refugees, immigrants, schools, churches, and you're putting more and more cars
Oh
on
no,
So let's talk
that
about
one
the
is
mission
not
of what
the one
we're
that I
trying
need to
to
get rid of.
accomplish with change here. The history of I-81
Oh,
is
shit.
definitely
Means I
exacerbated
didn't
by the
count right.
socioeconomic
It said
inequalities,
7. I thought that was it.
created and racism in
That's
Syracuse,
not it.
white
That goes
flight.
to
Do
this.
you feel that
Why does it
part
say
of the
7?
mission of addressing I-81
Why does
is
it
an
say
obligation
7?
to correct or at least address that history?
There is not.
Yes, but I think we can do it in
Another
a
one
number of
in
different
there.
ways, and I think no matter which project is picked at this point in time, there's going to be that
Dubious.
kind of upheaval
Dubious.
again. And that's what a lot of the community grid advocates have failed
1, 2,
to
3,
tell the
4.
public.
You don't think we've learned anything from the past?
I think you're going to end up doing the exact same thing as we did the last time around. The
I don't understand.
low-income housing that is within the vicinity of the 81 corridor is
Why the
all
fuck
coming
did
down.
it say 7?
And no one has said that. I'm probably the first one to say it on the air. It's all coming down, and they know it's
I'll
coming
get these
down.
6 and then we'll
it's
see
going
how
to
it
be
goes.
replaced with what? Mixed-use development, according to everybody. Now, I'm not
Isn't
getting
that
into
what people, social scientists say that that's probably more effective and
They really didn't make it seem like a big deal to
pockets
remove
of
the
poverty that serve.
and I don't disagree.
middle gear.
I agree with it 100%, but it's gonna happen no matter what we do.
They totally said it
No
had to be
matter
off the
what
bike,
we do, There's no change, whether it's a tunnel, community grid, or the viaduct, that's going to happen again. So what I dislike is the idea of calling anyone who's opting for a tunnel or keeping the 81 corridor the way it is, somehow is racist or failing to understand the past. That's just not true.
There does, some
weird.
would say, seem to be a split between what city residents are
What
pushing
the
for and
fuck?
what the suburbs are pushing
I think that
for.
one just doesn't have enough room for me to get this socket on.
Every single survey I have done, and every other politician who has people within this area, has constituents in the area, every one of them comes out in favor of keeping I-81 the way it is. And this is something that's being glossed over and pushed aside by the media right now, and especially the print media.
I thought that, Mayor Walsh wanted the community grid.
He does.
Okay, so what's being
Whoa!
What
That
I'm
one's
saying
stiff.
to you is, I thought your
What the
question
fuck?
was, where do the
between the
people...
city, yeah.
but wait a second. There's a difference between what the leaders,
Why is this
like
so
the
stiff?
mayor wants, and what his constituents want. If he looked at the surveys that have been done, he would know that the people of the city of Syracuse, except for those in the immediate downtown and I would say the university area, okay? They want 81 to stay up the
Why
way
is
it
this one
is.
so stiff?
Every time I go to Wegmans, I get cornered and people tell me, don't take down the bridges. Don't take down the bridges. This is a fallacy
Makes me
that
wonder
the
if
majority of people would
got
rather
put
see a
in
community grid.
stripped or
We've got the
something.
mayor, we've got center states, we've got the downtown committee, and you've got the academics, some academics, up on the hill that are pushing for this.
And you
My
have,
constituents are telling me the exact opposite.
all right, and you are though in, a very good position as the chairman of the
I
transportation.
need like a long
Committee.
Allen to get in there.
Your vote, carries some weight. What are you gonna do with it? We have about 30 seconds.
Well, what I'm gonna do with it, we're gonna
Pretty sure if I need to replace this
we're gonna
bolt,
try
I
to
could.
talk to people. We're gonna try to make
No, I didn't mess
sure
up the threads at
that
all.
we come up with a solution that hopefully everyone can get
Jesus.
on the same page on.
Clearly, this was not a long enough segment for this
No, it's not.
conversation. So I would invite you back, please.
I'll come back anytime you want.
And I appreciate that, and let's do this before,
I'm really
before the
confused
budget.
about this bolt.
Assembly Transportation Committee Chairman.
The diagram showed it from the
I
side.
appreciate it.
Whoa, that's crazy long. Holy shit. Alright. Crazy long one goes in the bottom. Which makes sense because it's gotta go pretty fucking far.
Record is provided by the New York State AFL-CIO. 2.5 million members speaking with one voice to ensure a
Yeah,
better
that's
life
why.
for working men and women. Information at nysaflcio.org.
You're listening to the Capitol Press Room on your NPR station, WBFO.
Whoa, that's nasty. I wonder if it's one of
As
these.
we get closer
That's why
to
there's two right
decision-making
here.
time on I-81,
I bet you it's this one.
Temperatures are
This has
rising.
gotta be it.
So here are the estimated costs of all three options, and this is according to Syracuse.com. The grid, this community grid that we were talking about with the assemblyman, would cost $1.3 billion. Again, the assemblyman
It's
just
dirty as
said
hell.
he's not sure he believes some
Makes
of
me
the
think
cost estimates.
that it's from
Rebuilding
all the
viaduct
way
would cost $1.7 billion.
in there.
Creating the
That's
tunnel
bolt
grid
number 7.
hybrid would cost
That's crazy.
$3.6 billion. My next guest is architect Bob Haley. He is with the Central New York chapter of the American Institute of Architects, and Haley did an analysis of the land that could be reclaimed by the city if I-81 was turned into a community grid.
Not that long. One of the medium-sized bolts.
So, first of all, we just had Assemblyman Magnarelli on. He is now the transportation chair of the Assembly. He has said that it seems like what he was saying to me was that his position
Same size
has been,
bolt.
has been
I think I can smell the gear oil already.
that he is not
I think in the garage is
saying he
full of
wants to
gear oil smoke
divide
because it's
and,
sitting in that
he wants to
tub over
bring
there.
everybody together with a community grid and a tunnel.
This
And
one's
while
getting
it may
stiff.
cost more than the other options,
coming out
this is the one that would benefit everybody the most, and the one that he's hearing most people are for. Can you comment on that?
Well, I think it's very difficult
Another medium-sized
now
bolt.
to know really
So this
how
thing
many
here
people do believe in the three options that we anticipate are coming from the
is probably
DOT.
on there tight as
The,
fuck.
I think the concept
That gasket
Councilman Magnarelli
probably
speaks to
seals it.
has been going on
This
for
one doesn't go
3.5 to 4 years now, which is
far in.
to take both options and put them
That's the
together
one.
so that everybody's happy. Well,
You
that's
just see
really
how far
not
it
yet
goes in.
an official option by the DOT. They haven't shown us that
Just
option yet.
curious.
They're still
I don't even know what the
So
hell's
when
behind
they say a
this thing.
tunnel option,
Yeah.
that's only a
If
tunnel.
it's not crazy long, I'm
That's
putting it
not
right
a
back in.
community grid in a tunnel.
No.
Well,
You know what?
it was 2 years
not.
ago before the
Because
delay
look,
we had to look at the
It only
tunnel
goes to
option.
there. That's it.
Well, that
So
was
then I'm putting this one
always
back in.
proposed. At this
Because it's
point,
literally
we
not
don't
the
know. We have not seen
one.
literally what the DOT is going to show for a tunnel, and there is no
I'll probably take it out later just to clean it.
combination option on the table now. There is no compromise.
Okay.
And there is no
So that
hybrid
means
option,
now this fucker should just pop right off.
wondering could be the
That's of a mallet.
tunnel option.
And they're supposed to come out with this recommendation very
Oh,
soon.
there it
That's
goes.
what we're waiting, and
I
working
fucking
with them
ripped the
for 5
gasket.
years now in this process
Rip.
to encourage much more community
I
understanding
didn't want to
of
do
the
that.
options. At this point, we have 2-year-old
bitch.
information. That's all that we have in the documents from the DOT.
So that's that. And they said do not lose the locating dowel, which is right there. Fuck, man. I ripped up my gasket. It was pretty good looking too. Yep, that's crazy. Wow. Look at that. October of 18, or is it 8101? It's probably 8101. Or is it 10 of 18? I don't fucking know how that could be.
Or simply somebody who has done
Okay. Now you see why I want to clean up that bastard. Yeah, Jesus. No gear. Wrap it up in a bag and stick it somewhere. Oil fucking all fall out of it. Aye. Ladybugs. Kinds of shit in there. Yep, had to come off because the split the case goes right through there. Now they also said that, I believe, as you can see, this nut, or this bolt rather, right here, goes right through there. That one I do have to take out to split the case. Also, I think this one, I think any of these have to come out. And I believe that it said I do have to take out that one. And probably this one also. They have numbers on them. It says what numbers. See, that one's 30, that one's 26, that one's 27, that one's 28. That one is number 32. They all have numbers for each of them. 8. That one's number 8. That's just because of the size it is, but it's part of what holds the case together, so I can tell. But if I take a peek in my manual, remove from motorcycle frame. Oh, wait a minute. Remove the engine. 4 Allens that hold the breather. Doop. Fuck. Be sure to remove the special oil nozzle assembly. That's that thing that's inside when I take off the side cover. These bolts have Loctite. A special tool is required. A T30 star nut. I just bought some stars, so I should have a T30. But remove the 4 Allens, secure the crankcase breather, remove it. This will expose bolt number 32. That's bolt number 32. That's bolt number 32. Always remove this cover and bolt before trying to separate the crankcase halves. Da, 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 da. See, that was a secret bolt. You would have gotten out all the bolts, but you would have forgotten that those ones were in there too. And loosen half turn all the bolts 34 through 32 in the upper crankcase half. Start with the highest number first. The numbers are cast into the case adjacent to the bolt. After bolts have been loosened, remove all of them. Don't forget number 32. All bolts have washers under them with the exception of the 2 within the oil cavity. There's 2 within the oil cavity, huh? 2 of them within the oil cavity, huh? I thought there was only 1. Huh. I thought there might have been talking about 1 in here. That's funny. Mine doesn't really look like that. Oh no. Yeah, well anyway, they're talking about those 2. Turn the crankcase over, set it on wood. Half turn through bolts 22 through 21, highest number first. After loosening them all, remove them all. Always remove the bolts in the crankshaft area, number 10 through 1 last. They're all numbered right here, if you got your manual. Oh, and it looks like underneath, when I take off the oil filter cover, that's gonna be, yeah. Oh, hey, I just realized something cool. It still has the alternator on it. I thought I was gonna have to take that off. That's cool. I do have to take off the cover though, because I didn't want to have to take that off, just because it's a bitch. I hope that it means that. Necessary to pry the halves apart. Do not. It is necessary to pry the halves apart. Do not, or do it very carefully so that you do not mar the gasket surfaces. If you do, the cases will leak and must be replaced. They cannot be repaired. Well, you could just use some fucking gasket seal on that shit or whatever. Holy fuck. Oh, so here's the diagram of these upper case ones. 6mm and 8mm. There's a whole bunch of them in there. All the way to over there. That's crazy. And then these are the lower ones. There's a lot of them, dude. Oh my god. Whew. But 1 through 10, just do them last. So yes, I'm working from the higher numbers. Highest number first. Yep. Okay. So that's what's gonna be going on. Oh, and when I do the side again, it looks like I'm gonna have to take that out. Whoa! Are they talking about something else? I'll figure this kind of shit out later. I know that the high-low chain's gonna have to be moved, because what I'm getting to is the starter clutch, and it looks like they want me for my dowels. Alright, so next time I will be taking out these crazy ass bolts. I'm gonna take off the side covers. I might as well take off both side covers, and then we'll get it flipped over. I'm gonna have to think of a nice block of wood for holding, supporting this space here. I used to have a really nice chunk that'd be perfect for it, but you know, planning ahead. I don't want to fuck these things up. They look really nice on the tops, luckily. The bottoms are fucked though, and like this one here is almost rotted out, and the one that I took out, that was just as fucked up. I'm kind of still upset about that. Okay, moving on.